and Stephen and I have kind of been running through this just to check it all works before, so we're quite happy with the slides. We've got an exciting poll for you later, so we're trying to make it a little bit interactive. I'm going to tell you a bit about our new approach to improving the water environment at Northumbrian Water. And we're going to introduce you to that and get some of your feedback and hopefully get you all excited, and you can be thinking about ways of getting in contact with us and working with Northumbrian Water over the next few months. So I'm Clare Deasy. I lead for the water environment at Northumbrian Water Group. I've been working for the company for nearly 6 years, and the water environment is my passion. And I've been working with partnerships, so the Tees Catchment Partnership and the Tees Valley Nature Partnership, and thinking about bringing things that we can do into Northumbrian Water to improve the water environment. Our new approach is particularly people focused and fits really well with today, and we want to tell you a bit about this in the next I'm not sure whether we have the full half an hour. Does anyone know whether we're coming back earlier or whether we're trying to make up time, or do we have the full half-hour session? No, we don't know. Anyway, we'll get through what we can in the time that we do have. So ooh, this is even more interesting, so I can't move my slides. Oh, there's a can if I click. There we go. Right. So Northumbrian Water. So for those of you that know, most of you, if you live in the Tees region, unless you're in the Hartlepool area, you will be our customers. So we supply drinking water to the whole of the region, apart from the Hartlepool area, which has its own little water company called Hartlepool Water, which is part of Anglian Water. And we manage wastewater for the whole of the region. So even if you're in Hartlepool, you're still our customers. We take away your wastewater. We've got around 2.7 million customers in the Northeast altogether. We have a new business plan for 2020 to 2025, so we work in 5-year cycles. And in this new business plan, we have a theme called Improving the Environment, which sets out everything we're trying to do, all of our ambitions for improving the environment over those 5 years. There are 2 ambitious goals in that Improving the Environment section, which are particularly relevant to water environment. So those are to demonstrate leadership in catchment management. And in the goal, that's particularly linked to enhancing natural capital and net gain for biodiversity. But essentially, the ambition there is to lead in catchment management, which covers a greater range of things than just that natural capital and biodiversity. And our other goal that's particularly relevant is having the best rivers and beaches in the country. Now, some of us say that we're based in the Northeast. We've got brilliant rivers and beaches anyway. We already have the best rivers and beaches in the country. However, that depends how you judge them and who you talk to. And if we talk to our customers, would our customers say that we have the best rivers and beaches in the country? They might do. They might not, particularly if you look at some of the places in our region. So those are 2 ambitious goals that we have in our plan. And they sort of set the context for what we're trying to do with improving the water environment over the next 5 years. Come on, slide. Can't move my slides. Oh, yes, I can. Okay. When we were putting our business plan together, we talked to our customers about rivers and beaches and about what our responsibilities were and what they thought we should do to improve these and how far we should go in terms of our investment to improve them. What things should we work on, and how fast should we undertake those improvements? We were talking about water quality in particular. So from a wastewater perspective, we put treated wastewater back into the rivers and out into the coast, and we've got responsibilities to ensure that those discharges are as clean as they possibly can be, and that the rivers and beaches have clean water quality that's not impacted negatively by our discharges. So we particularly went to talk to customers about water quality. And what came back actually was that our customers were much less concerned about water quality. And the things they wanted to talk to us about were not the quality of the water at all. They were the other aspects around water environment. So these are some quotes from our customers, actual quotes of things our customers said. So they were thinking about if it looked nice, there would be things to do. There was lots of things about nature, otters, herons, fish. There was lots of focus on litter. They wanted it to be clean and tidy. They were concerned about dog mess in particular. And this comment kind of sums it up, really. Is I wouldn't say it's so much the water quality that needs improvement, it's just the environment along the riverbank. So we took these sort of this impression that we got from our customers of the research that we've done in developing our policies, and we thought, well, we're doing all of these things to improve water quality, but our customers clearly want us to do more, and they want us to work with others to improve some of these aspects that we don't have any influence on at the moment as a business. They're not within our remit, but actually what they want us to do is to work with others. And they said openly, can you work with other partners to improve these things for us? And alongside that, we were having conversations with the partners, the stakeholders that we work within our region, about what our ambitions were, and how far we should go and how we could work more effectively with them to improve the water environment. And our partners were saying, yes, you could do more. If you wanted to, you really could do more. So we took that and then moved on within our business plan to sort of create this commitment to the water environment. And we said we'll work in partnership to deliver these wider improvements to accessible water environments, so places customers can get to, which go above and beyond what we need to do as a business for the benefit of our customers and their communities. So this is a really exciting statement for us as a company. We've come quite a long way to come to this from where we have been. And we're now thinking about how we can deliver on that commitment and what we need to do as a business to ensure that we can achieve our customers' expectations. So we have a new approach for water environment improvement included in our business plan for 2020 to 25. We've included that as a performance commitment, and in that performance commitment we have this baseline target of 50 kilometres. But really importantly, our ambition could be so much bigger if we have support from our partners. Now, we know to a certain extent we have that support from our partners. Our partners have said, yes, we could work more effectively together. We could do so much more. If Northumbrian Water are prepared to look at a way of investing in the water environment, we could achieve much more together. But now we've got an approach we're trying to develop, and we would like to work with our partners and our partner organisations and those local groups that work with other partner organisations to understand what improvements need to be delivered where, and what we could do, what we as a water company could influence in our region. So we're developing a plan to support, drive and deliver improvements to publicly accessible areas of all water environments, so rivers, streams, lakes, reservoirs, wetlands, beaches and coastline in our regions between 2020 and 2025. We have a new team. This is a small team based within a strategic planning department within our company, and we're all on today. So you'll see Kim. Kim, you want to give a little wave? Kim's a water environment coordinator. We have Stephen. Stephen, give a wave. Yeah, Stephen's water environment coordinator. Kim's come to join us internally from the conservation part of our business, so brings a wealth of expertise around conservation management and some new thinking into this bit of strategic planning that we're in. Stephen has got a sort of similar wildlife and conservation interests. So Stephen comes from Durham Wildlife Trust, but is very much a practitioner. And interestingly, they're both of farming backgrounds, which is brilliant to have that perspective as well. So the three of us are on today, and we are hoping to get some of your feedback on our new approach. Okay, so what have we done so far, and what's our plan to develop this? So if you can see the slide, I'm not sure how big, you can make the screen bigger if you want to by clicking on the little button in the corner. So we've got this new team. We started in September, and we've now got 6 months, this little team of ours, to work out what our approach is for the business. And essentially what we're trying to do is put a plan together and say to Northumbrian Water, this is how you should invest in a water environment over 5 years, and these would be the business benefits for us in doing that. We had a session at Innovation Festival where we were trying to launch the partnership approach and think about, can we have a bigger vision for the Northeast around the water environment and how we can make that investable? Can we think about unlocking investment into the water environment so that other people are able to put funding in, and it's not just Northumbrian Water, the Environment Agency, lottery, the usual suspects? How do we think about unlocking investment to do more as a region? We've established an external governance group who will be responsible for ensuring that our approach is assured and that it is appropriately challenged and delivering for customers. We are working on some mapping portals where we want to capture people's opportunities. We're hoping to launch those this week. And lots of you will know that many people are looking at mapping with ArcGIS online. We're doing that too. We're trying to capture opportunities that we're bringing in from capturing information spatially and helping us understand who's doing what where and how does that overlap. And we'll obviously be linking into other types of mapping portals too. We're doing some customer research alongside our stakeholder engagement, so our engagement with partners. We're doing a sort of customer survey. We're asking customers to nominate areas of the water environment they'd like to see improved. And we're also doing some focus research through telephone surveys and focus groups in particular areas later on this year. We're developing plans. So first of all, our priority is this year one plan. So we work on financial years. Our financial year started in April. We're already quite a way into our financial year. The key priority for us is working out what we're going to do this year so we can meet our performance commitment, which is 10 kilometres per year, every year. And the partnership approach. So this was always meant to be a partnership approach. It was always meant to be something that we did together with our partners, and we worked out how we could work with others to deliver this rather than something Northumbrian Water did alone. We need to think about how that could actually work over 5 years and what that partnership working together looks like. We need a plan for those year 2 and year 5 improvements and how we would invest over that time frame. And eventually, at the end of March, it's not very far away, we're going to come out with a plan for what we would propose the company would do over 5 years to improve the water environment in the northeast. So that's essentially the plan. There's lots more planning that goes on under this, but that's the high level things that we're doing. So the interesting stuff, how can you get involved? Well, we want to know how can we make, I've got places in twice, we missed that. How can we make water places better to visit and invest in the water environment in the Tees? So there's two things really that you and your organisations and your communities can help us with. So the first is mapping your ideas on a mapping portal, which is going to launch this week with some stakeholder comms. There is a link to the website here, but we can link you to this afterwards. We can actually put it in the chat. There is the is the website live, Kim and Stephen? If people to go and look now, or is it waiting until we launch?
I think we're waiting to launch, imminent, but not quite yet.
Oh, great! And I can hear you as well now, Kim. So something's cured itself in the system.
I think I am moving your slides for you.
Must be my system.
I don't know why, but yeah.
You can talk and I can't hear you. That's fine. You can talk to the others.
Okay.
Put it in the chat maybe if okay, so we've got 5 more minutes. Okay. Oh, hang on. Okay. Hang on. Let me just go back. Okay. So Louise is telling us we've got till 14:25. We better get onto the poll. So the other thing you can do is work with partner organisations within the Tees. So the Tees Valley Nature Partnership and Tees Catchment Partnership, who are sponsoring this conference. We would like to do the poll. So let's move on to the poll. If I can move my screen.
I had the option to move your screen for you, but I don't now.
I'll change my screen. Here's the camera. There we go. Right. Okay. So the first question is, has this approach sparked your interest? And we have a poll for you to do. So A, yes, I'm excited. B, yes, I have lots of ideas. C, yes, I have lots of questions. D, no, I don't feel it's relevant to me or my organisation. And E, I'm not sure, I need more information. So if you would like to vote, I will publish the results and we can see what the feeling is within our room. What the excitement. Okay, I'm going. So you can see lots of people are excited. Some people need more information. Some people have lots of questions. That's all brilliant. Okay, next question. What would be your priority accessible water environment for us to work on within the Tees? And there are some options. We had 8 options, but the poll only does 6 things. So, and interestingly, yeah. So we made the options shorter. So please do use something we've missed if we've missed something. I'm gonna go. Okay, so all of these, we will bear that in mind. Yeah, and then rivers and streams and beaches and coastline. Okay. Which element of improvements to the accessible water environment would you like us to prioritise? So, access, facilities and recreation, wildlife and biodiversity, water quality, or I think they're all important. Big call for wildlife on this one, and then I think they're all important. It's quite popular as well. So we should say that we have these 3 categories included in our approach, and we're looking at delivering improvements in order to be above and beyond, looking at delivering improvements across at least 2 out of the 3 categories. At the moment, we don't have any thoughts on the prioritisation of those, should we have lots and lots of projects to consider, but we will be surveying our partners and our customers and asking us what they feel about that. So the last one, oh no, it's not the last one, I think there's 2 more. How should we communicate with you? So there are some options, our email stakeholder communications, through the partnerships, through social media, through our dedicated web pages, through workshop sessions and focus groups, or through all of these things. So please vote on that one. With that, okay, all of these things is quite popular. The partnerships, we'll definitely be engaging through the partnerships, and through web pages and mapping portal, which are going to launch this week, so that's great. And we want to ask you about whether we should consider this into the future. There's a new approach for us. That's a yes. Thanks, everyone. And the last question, do you have any suggestions now for projects we should look at? Okay, and the answer is lots of people would like to give it some thought, and there's some yeses. So if you answered yes or I'm not sure, please do 2 things. So map your ideas on the mapping portal. Kim and Stephen, can we put that link in the chat for people to pick out, that even if they can't get it on straight away, they can store that. So communications will come out through Communicator, which will go, this is our stakeholder communications software, they'll go through to the partnership. So if you're engaged with one of the partnerships, they'll come through to you, or they'll come through to stakeholders that are on our link. So if you're unsure about how to get in touch with us as well, you can also use this email address for water environment improvements at Northumbrian Water. And that will help you get in touch with us. But obviously, we're trying to work hard to make this a really inclusive approach. So we'll be probably coming back. And you can always get in touch with Louise Richards, who's organised the conference, and she'll put you in touch with us if you're struggling to do that through any other means. So the final slide is just to ask you if you have any questions.